Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to Mofford Driving School. Today we'll be talking about ignition switch, that's the key switch, steering lock, and how to start your car. It's very important because some people just know that starting your car, you don't have to start the car and you start moving. No, let me give you some tips on how to save money for both maintenance, and this will also expand the lifespan of your car. Yo. Okay, there we go. This is a dashboard, steering wheel. At this corner, we have the ignition system, the key switch. The key switch. If you look here, you have lock. Here you have accessories, ACC accessories. Here you have on, and here you have start. Your car may not have this. Does not mean that your car is not good. It's good. But for those who have this, it's very important for you to know the meaning of all lock, accessories, start, and the others. For example, if the key is at this position, lock, it means that there is no current in the system. There's no current in the car. You have locked everything. And this is the only position that you can remove the key. And for you to remove the key at this position, you need to push the key in. For example, the key is inside. For you to turn it from accessories, steering wheel was locked. From accessories to lock, you have to push it inside. Then you turn. Okay, like we said, lock, this is the only position that you can remove the key. And when it's unlocked, there's no current in the system, no current in the engine, no current in the car. Accessories like radio and the others cannot play. Now, when the key is at accessories, ACC, it means that accessories like radio, MP, music, cigarette, you can light your cigarette and so on. You can use them, but the engine is not on. Engine is not on. Okay, now, when you go to on, the lights, the equipment control lights on the dashboard will come on. It means that you have supplied current to the engine, ready for start. Now, when you go to start, you are supplying current to the kickstarter or the motor starter or the kickstarter, the same thing. You are supplying current to the kickstarter. The kickstarter now will come on, turn the engine, kickstart the engine, turn the engine, and when the engine is on, the kickstarter will go off. Now, what is difficult now is because some people, if you don't know how to start the car, you either burn the kickstarter. It means that if you delay with your hand on the start, you burn the kickstarter. Now, how do you know if the kickstarter is on or the car is on? You have to return from start to on. How do you know? You listen to the sound of the engine. For example, when you go to start, you when you go to start, you are supplying current to the kickstarter, motor starter. It will come on. When you have a sound that is becoming like F, explosion, boom, you allow the key. You are not the one to return the key to on. There's a return spring that will push the key to on by itself. You just allow the key, you go to on. If you start, boom, the engine is on and you don't know and your hand is still on start, you are still supplying current to the kickstarter while the engine now is feeding the shaft. It's feeding the shaft of the kickstarter. That's it's like the engine is sending current to the kickstarter through the shaft of the kickstarter, and then you are still sending current through the terminals of the kickstarter. So that is counter current. The kickstarter will just burn. Or most beginners, they always burn the kickstarter before they understand what is there. So I'm preventing you not to do that. For example, let's do it practically. Now you put the key at lock position. The key is at lock position. For example, you look at the radio. It's not on. Everything is dormant. Now, when you go to accessories, the radio comes on. Radio is on, as you can see, but the dashboard is not on. Now, when you go to on, for example, on, the dashboard comes on. All the control equipment control light, you see them. Dashboard comes on and so on. Now, if you go to start, you are starting the car. Let's go to start. You allow it. You are not the one to push it to on. You allow it. There's a return spring that will push it to on by itself. And then, like I said, you listen the sound of the Kickstarter, the explosion sound. They said engine has 4 stroke: admission stroke, compression stroke, explosion stroke, and exhaust stroke. At the explosion stroke, that is when you allow the key. Something, the sound is behaving as F. Boom, about to explode. Boom, you allow the key. If you insist, you burn the Kickstarter. Okay, now, let me put the car off. Accessories. It's not at on again. It's at accessories. So the radio is still on. Now, let me go to lock. The radio is off. Accessories. The radio is on, but the dashboard is not on. Now, how to start the car? When you go to on position, you check the light, the control light on the dashboard. There is this thing, the electronic system, electrical electronic system, they have to do some self-check before you start. Don't just go to accessories, you just dive straight to start. No, go to on position and stay there for a while. Okay, let's go to on. Let's check the equipment control lights on the board. This is on. You see the control lights, some will go off. Yes, they are going off. That is, see, look here now, they're going off. That is to tell you that the electrical and electronic system, they are okay. They are ready for start before you start. You start. You allow the key. When you get that boom, that F sound, explosion sound, boom. Now, when you start the car, all the lights, all the equipment control light on the dashboard supposed to go off. They're supposed to go off. If there is one that is still on the dashboard, is communicating to you, the driver. Maybe, hey, driver, check this. Hey, driver, check that. I'm not comfortable with that. I think we'll have another class to give the names and the meaning of all those warning lights on the dashboard. For example, now, if you see here, we have parking light, position light, showing here. Here we have temperature gauge. Green is just cool, it's fine. If it is red, it's dangerous, there's no coolant liquid, and so on. You see here, this is parking brake. Unknown. Braking system with the unknown. It's a parking brake. It means that the handbrake is up. Okay. If I put the handbrake down, we have to press this button. If I put the handbrake down, that light is no more. Handbrake up, you see the light. Down, it's no more. And according to the status now on the dashboard, everything is green. Go. Smooth. Nice for driving. No red light, no danger, no warning. It's okay. And my dear beginners, like I said, most of the videos are geared towards beginners driver. So when you start the car, don't just drive immediately. Allow the car to warm up for about 5 to 10 minutes before you drive. Before you start the car, as you park your car in the evening, most of the oil in the engine must have settled under the sump. They call it sump, under the engine. Sump. Now, when you start the car, you don't have to drive immediately. You have to allow about 5 to 10 minutes before driving. In that time, you allow space. You allow the oil pump to suck the oil from that sump and lubricate the engine. Send it all over the parts in the engine. In that sense, when the engine is ready for driving, you get an engine sound, a different sound, telling you that no, I'm comfortable now for driving. For example, when you start a car, the voice is up. I can say, after some time, when the engine the engine is hot, or when the oil pump must have sucked all the oil from the sump and lubricate the parts, the engine, you get the sound will calm down. For example, at the beginning when it's ready to drive. So don't just start and drive immediately. If you start your car and you drive immediately, you are weighing out the engine. Why? Because you allowed, engine is made up of iron to iron. You allowed iron to rock on iron, iron to rock on iron, iron to iron, iron to iron without lubrication, without oil. So the use of that oil is to help smooth functioning of the engine, smooth functioning of parts, smooth movement of parts up and down, up and down. Okay, if you look at the dashboard now, there is this light, door light, telling us that one of the doors are open. One of the doors is open. Let's close it. The light is off. Let's open it again. The light is there. So when you are driving, my fellow beginners, and you see any red, especially red light on the dashboard, it is calling your prompt action, telling you to do something immediately. Don't neglect it and drive. No, like I said, when handbrake is up, that's the handbrake light. When it is down, that's the light. It goes off. And that light can still come on if the brake lining, brake shoe, the brake lining is worn out. Brake lining is worn out. The light can still come, not necessarily handbrake, because inside we have unknown. So if you look at the dashboard, clean, green, go, ready to drive. Okay, let's talk about steering lock. Let's talk about steering lock. Steering lock, because this is very frustrating. If you don't know that, if you don't know how to open the steering wheel, the steering may lock and put you into a big problem. If you are somewhere that you don't have assistant, or you don't know who to contact. And how do this steering usually lock? Most drivers, when they remove their key from the steering wheel, yes, when going out, especially those drivers that are fat, they tend to support themselves with the steering wheel. For example, you want to go out, it's locked. It's locked. You cannot move. It's locked. Now, when you come in, you want to drive. If you don't know how to open it, beginners, you call for a mechanic. And that is very frustrating. Now it's very simple. Let me tell you what to do. You make sure that the key is, first of all the way in. Okay, you see, it's not going. And if you force it with power, you use a lot of power, you may break the key inside. What do you do that the steering wheel is locked now? See, likewise, this one is not going. So you rock the steering wheel while turning the key gently. It has opened. See, it's fine now. So that's just how you open the steering wheel when it is locked. And the key cannot come out at, look at it. The key cannot come out at accessories. On. The key cannot come out. If your key happens to come out, it means that this key switch, this key system is worn out. That's a problem. You need to change it. It means that anybody can open your car. See here, cannot come out. Here, it cannot come out. It can only come out at lock. Yeah. My dear friends, that is how the key switch function and how to start your car. If you like this video, go to our YouTube page at Morford Driving School. Click the notification button so that you will be updated automatically in case we upload any video. Go to the comment section, share your feelings, or if you have any topic, any worry, any area about the car and driving that you feel you don't feel comfortable, you can write to us. Go to our Facebook page, Morford Driving School, to our website, www.mohiatechdrivingschool.com, or you can go directly to our head office at Metaquarters, Lower Tuazri Metaquarters, Bamenda, Cameroon, or you can contact us through the following number, +237 675 267666. Thank you.